I want to shift gears a little bit, and I want to focus on this word called criticism. I mean, a lot of us as entrepreneurs, and even if we're not entrepreneurs, we face criticism as we move in the direction of our goals and our mission and our dreams. And someone once said, and I think this is a line that I come to a lot, which is, great people build monuments with the stones their critics throw at them. And I was reading Jay-Z's biography a little while ago, and he said he knew that he was starting to make some real progress when people started to hate him. So how do you deal with criticism? What's your philosophy around criticism? Do you block it out? Just share some ideas on that.
Yeah, the Jay-Z's point about, dogs don't bark at parked cars. It's the vehicles that are moving that stir up dogs, right? Well, it's true about achievement. If you're going to separate from the herd, if you're going to step out from the herd is going to get angry. And because it invalidates them. They know that they could and they should, but they don't have the courage to do what you're doing. And it's easier to make fun, to try to pull you back in, to invalidate your dreams, goals, and ambitions than it is to do it themselves. And too many people spend too much time trying to tear down other people's buildings rather than building their own. So, I'm encouraged by it just like Jay-Z is. And, if nobody's throwing stones at you, you're not doing anything. It's like
Sure.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares to tear you down. The herd, if the herd isn't fighting you, you haven't stepped out. You're amongst them. You're safe within the harbor of the herd. So yeah, stepping out is gonna turn people against you. So I'm encouraged by it. It's just it's part of the nature. People are in their own right insecure and fearful. And when somebody, particularly somebody they know, so that your friends and family can be the worst. Your peer group can be the worst. When somebody steps out, it is a mirror reflecting back on them. And when they lash out at you, it's not about you. It's about them. And they know that they could and they should, and they aren't, and now they're mad. And they're mad at themselves. And the way that materializes is that they have anger towards you. And it doesn't have to be overt, doesn't even have to be physical. It could just be innuendo, sarcasm, slights, doubt, ridicule, all those things, all those sabotaging things, to hope that you just, fold back into the herd so that the herd still, feels better about themselves. So it's part of the process, and, just accept it as what you're going to go through when you step in front of the pack.
And is part of this really about becoming so strong in your own vision, developing such clarity about what you want to create, and being so comfortable in your own skin and who you are that you can actually block out the noise of the critics and move forward in the direction of your mission?
Yeah, I think that's a valuable part of arming yourself. And also, again, if nobody's throwing any rocks, you're not doing anything. So if everybody is, applauding you at every step, you're really not challenging the herd. So, I just sort of embrace it as part of the process. Like Jay-Z, it's like, I start to congratulate myself when other people are trying to tear me down, because that means that I've threatened the herd. I've threatened somebody's safe harbor. And that's encouraging to me, and knowing that I'm probably encouraging them at some level as well. And it's not about me, it's really about them.
And maybe critics are actually people who were once dreamers and they got knocked down, and rather than getting back up and moving forward, they just pick other people apart.
Sure, absolutely.